People often ask me, Ricky, who's your favorite skater? Is it Eric Costin, Tony Hawk, Bam Margera, Nyjah, Shane O'Neill? Well, it's actually Mimo Seidler. Mimo is a professional unicyclist. Now, I know that might sound insane, but this dude has mad steez and crazy clips. Today, we are going to peer into the weird world of professional street unicycling. Well, hang on a second. Before we actually get there, I feel like the internet has almost desensitized us to how hard this actually is. I spent 1 week trying to learn how to unicycle, and these are some of the clips that I logged. Okay, so this is actually super difficult. I want to say it took me about like 5 or 6 hours to be able to kind of ride in a straight line on the first day. But after I did start to get it, it did kind of like super click. It was one of those things where I was just going, not getting close, and then it kind of just unlocked, and then I could kind of just do it. So as you can see, getting pretty tech, little bit of a grind action, and the drop in. But that's not really anything compared to Mimo, because he is insane. I truly want to convey how crazy this stuff is. So let's get back to it. Boom, just the crazy double kink up bird, and with the little kink at the end. Like, that's actually so buck. Like, just think about BMXing, right? You see them do some big rails and stuff, but a unicycle is not a BMX. Like, this is insane. Just to be able to ride, and look at that, ride on the rail. And there's a homie in there. Imagine you're just in your house and you look out the window and you see a unicyclist riding on the center of a handrail. Boom, sharp kink on that one with 180 out. And look, he can do like a Manny too. His foot is on that little peg rest part, and then he has to balance it. Which it's like, just riding is hard enough. And then we're like, basically everything is a manual. And now we're like trying to do more manuals already with the manual. And like, that was a big rail. That's a pretty big gap too. Like, you're limited on the unicycle by, it doesn't have like a gear. So on a bicycle, you can just cruise and the pedals don't have to spin. But on a unicycle, whenever you're riding, the pedals are turning because it's like a one wheel without a, I don't know what they call it, a gear or a crank or whatever. Famous skate spot right here. Boom. With the hand, just so cool. Like, honestly, I just love this kind of stuff. It's like so refreshing to just see something new and something crazy. And like, there's a famous skate spot too. Mimo is literally so talented. Like, he's so, I don't know much about unicycling, right? But I view it as he's so much high above everyone else. Look at this, Macba. Boom, tray flip Macba. I think he counts that as kind of like a bar spin. I was watching some interviews with him and he said there was actually a tray flip where you basically do that bar spin type thing and you spin the crank. See, there's he's trying to spin the crank into grind, which is so ridiculous. Boom, spin the crank, grind, spin the crank out. I love these ones when he kind of like leans over and like pops over the rail. Boom. I feel like he's always kind of doing back 180 and less front 180. Back 3 out. Hit their square rail. Boom. Take that, 2 wheels. We all about the 1 wheel out here. Like, look at that kink. No skater could skate that. Rollerblader maybe, but I didn't think a skater could hit that rail. Those kinks are too sharp. But on the unicycle, we can do it. And even that was too quick for a skater to go in between him, but on the unicycle, we can do it. I think that rail's been skated with a little crank flip out. Here's the Manny again. See what I mean? How the pegs have to, the pedals have to ride. How did he time that actually? So what I'm saying is the pedals are always going when it's rolling, but see how he landed in the grind? I wonder how he like managed to time it that the grind was on the right spot. See what I mean? Like, is it gonna line up? And he catches it and just chilling. So sick. I can't imagine, like, what does this dude think? He's on a bike and just sees a guy on a roof on a unicycle. Like, what? Look, that's a steep rail, dog. That is buck. This dude's literally filmed so many parts too. Like, I kind of just mashed them all together and chose my favorite tricks. So here's the Manny again. A little kind of day one action. Manny, fakey Manny. Boom. Dude, big drop. Like, that was like about a 10 stat total. I don't know what the max like capabilities on a unicycle are. I feel like we're getting there though. Sick curve rail. That actually, I wonder if someone could skate that. Probably this thing is not making it possible. But like, that's a cool way to ollie on from the roof. Like, that was really sick. I love these kind of things when you can do things not possible like that are not really possible on a skateboard, but you can do it on the different device. So like, I think it's really cool with the bike when he kind of shows the advantages and strengths of the unicycle and kind of just like differentiates. This is famous skate spot. You got smoked. Like, it's hard to convey just how hard it is to roll, and then to be able to do all this is insane. And with stees. Dude has ultimate stees. Look, no skater even hit that. I feel like a skater will hit that now, though. Right on. Right on. Boom. Clean. Oh, that was the first grab I've seen. That was cool. I just really enjoy it. Just little kids like watching. Boom, big one. With the crank flip out. Back 180 crank flip, back cab. Crank to grind. Crank to grind to 180? What? Robert Pace out here. Dude. Manny. With the Vans. Yo. How? Like, actually how? Backwards crank, I think. Wow. Like, I literally could just watch endless amounts of this. Cause like being locked in on the pedal like that is not that stable. Oh, ball spin back 180. I don't know how he makes it look so stable. Up to the wheel. Wow. I like how he gets creative with it. On the train tracks, just risking it. Yo, with the 3. Wall rail. Bro. And just the biggest rails too. I don't think anyone's grinded this rail on a skateboard. Like, it's kind of a sketchy double kink. Boom. Another famous skate spot. I don't know how he gets the pop. Like, dude, bunny hop on a bike, it kind of makes sense. But like bunny hop on a unicycle really doesn't. I guess he can like sort of hold the seat. But like, how does he get that height? Like, and he did it effortlessly. Wall ride back 180? Dude, I love these like front lippy type ones. And he does them both ways too. Boom. I guess we didn't see a like switch grind yet. Wall ride down off the roof. Kind of like a drop in. That seems so sketchy. Kink rail. How many kinks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Grind extension. Wow, dude. See, into the dirt too. Dirt doesn't really matter as much. Ow. With the homie walking down? Ow, sacking. Just sacking the rail. Like, what is this guy thinking? Oh, he's filming. He's just like, oh yeah, there's a unicyclist grinding the big rail. Dude, he got the angle. Crank flip out. Yeah, so this one, I saw him talk about it. So this, he's not on the pedal. This, he's on this crank or whatever. And balancing that is way harder. That's what I learned from trying to skate a spherical pipe, is when it's a round thing, you don't have like a balance point. Even if it just has a little bit of square, you have a balance point. When it's round like that, it's crazy. And what is this lady doing? You're missing the amazing stuff out in the world. Look up. The reels that you're watching is not as amazing as this man right here. Look up, please. Oh, there we go. Back 180 in. Whoa! Pop tire? Dude, with such steez. Like a hurricane. Oh, and there we go the other way. Dude. And like, what? Like, look how high up, dude. It's too insane. I love the lines too. With the like late 360. I just don't know how he's so chill with it. Like, it seems so deadly. But yeah, I actually talked to Mimo a little bit on Instagram. I believe he said he's been riding for 16 years. That was so sick. And just the steepest rail. Like, bro, that is intense. There's no just like locking in. Like, that's gnarly. That's like super buck. Boom, let's go. Mimo is the absolute go. What he's been doing now is actually working for the Ringling Brothers Circus. And if that name sounds familiar, I believe it was in the Steve-O story arc that he used to go to the Ringling Clown College. So that's kind of cool. But he's touring all over USA, and I'm trying to link up with him and do a little bit of unicycling together. I feel like that would be really fun for me to try to really get a bit better. Maybe I could grind a rail, like that would be so cool. But I asked Mimo if he had anything to promote, so you can definitely check him out on Instagram, check him out on YouTube, check out his brand too, and watch all his video parts and just show him some mad love, because truly, I feel like maybe I'm the only one that can appreciate how insane this is, because being a skateboarder and then trying to unicycle, I can realize like, wow, this is actually impossible, and there's a reason that there's only one dude doing it like this. So shout out to Mimo. That's it for this video. I like skate.